In this video, we're going to recolor this car and change its color. So first things first, we're going to download from Pixabay, find an image, an object, do not do a person. Click on the download folder, button, pick the highest resolution you can and click download. Take a second, but it'll show up there. Then you go into Photoshop, File, Open, find your image in your downloads, open it up. If whatever it says, just click OK. Now the first thing we do, because it comes in as a background image, we're going to get rid of that. And to do that, we're going to double click it and just click OK so it turns itself into a layer. We're going to go to Image. We're going to go to Canvas Size. And what we want to do is we want to duplicate the height. So first I'm going to set my anchor here. So the anchor tells it which direction to go. If I click here, it means it's going to expand downwards and to the side. Since we're only doing the height, that's all that matters. So I'm going to round up to 28, and I'm going to do 28 times 2, which is 56. And my height is 56. Click OK. And now we get a transparent background at the bottom. Now, you could duplicate the layer, but the easiest thing to do in the whole world is hold down your Option key and Shift key, click and drag, and that will duplicate the layer for you. And you just want to put it at the bottom. And we're going to name our bottom layer Original. We're going to name our top layer Color. Alright. So now that we've got that done, we're going to be working in the color layer. So let's go ahead and make sure that the color layer is selected, just like we've done before. And there's a few techniques where you can do this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do Select Color Range, and we're going to just select the blue. Now notice that it's selecting the top car too, so I'm going to cancel this. Hide the original layer. Hide the original layer so that my color layer is popped up. So I'm going to select color range, and I'm going to use my little eyedropper tool, and I'm going to select the color. Now notice it's also selecting the sky, so I'm going to have to fix that. I'll hold the plus key down and select more variations so that I'm getting all of the color here, and you kind of look at your little image here, and it kind of shows you what's selected and what's not. Maybe come down here and add that, but when I do, it adds a lot. Well, I can always take this and just change the fuzziness down where it only selects what I want, but I'm losing a lot of stuff. So let's deselect that area there and try to get back. Sometimes you have to just start over and just click and then shift click the areas you want to grab. When we're happy with it, we reduce the fuzziness so it's getting rid of some of the artifacts here. We click OK and it makes a selection. Now we don't want the sky, so I'm going to use my lasso tool, and I'm going to hold the Option key down to deselect. And I'm going to come in here and just deselect the areas I don't want. So a couple ways to do this. We could just change the hue and saturation right now. Actually, yeah, let's do that. So down at the bottom in the layers is a little half circle. Click on that and you can go hue and saturation. And up here we want to click colorize, and then we can just adjust the color of the car. So whatever color we want. Change the saturation and make it brighter, darker. And I notice there's a couple of areas that we missed. So we may want to go back, and to do that we can just delete that hue and saturation layer. Go back and let's do this again. Let's see. Select color range. And again, I've got the color here. Let's go in here and make sure I get that color there. And again, we may have to reduce the fuzziness to get rid of everything but the car itself. Once we do that, I'm going to click OK again. There's a little bit more cleanup to do this time, but it's easy to do if I've got the lasso tool. And got some stuff in the background here, clean that up. Maybe zoom in so I can clean up good. And then I can come in here and of course add areas that it missed if it wasn't that good a selection. This one wasn't. But I can easily clean it up and take the time to do it. So the more, of course, you clean up, the better your image is going to be. So I'm just going to do another quick couple of passes. Mine won't be perfect, but that's fine. You get the idea of what I'm doing here, and that's all that matters. With that many, I might go back and do my selection techniques again, just to make sure I'm getting everything the way I want it. But we're close. So again, once that's done, we're going to go down to the bottom to the little circle. We're going to go hue and saturation. We're going to click colorize, and there we go. We're changing the color of the car. And again, I still miss those 2 points, so I can always click here and go in here, and this is like a layer mask. So I can always paint them back in if I need to. So I got my paintbrush tool, and I want to set the color to white so that I can add it, and I can just paint these in to make sure that I get them. And notice as I'm painting it in, it's automatically changing it to the color I want. So that's good. So again, just get in tight, do a little painting, cleaning up. And once you're done with that, you can unhide the original, and then you want to label. So one you'll call original, which will be the bottom image. And you want to make sure that your text layer is above everything, and make sure it's readable. So maybe I'll do it in the color. Now how did I do that? Well, I clicked on the color of the text up here, and then my eyedropper tool is automatically selected, so I can select that purple. Or maybe I want to do original in the blue. And so I go up here, select the blue, click OK. I can shift option and drag up and make a copy of that, and just come over here into my layers panel, double click, and change it to color. And then maybe I'll click here and click the color. Once that's done, you're going to save or save a copy, whatever works to get JPEG. And then change this to JPEG. Save it as color underscore last name. And make sure again, JPEG, not IFF. Click save. Done. And turn that in. I would also recommend doing a save as, and just ignore this. You can even say don't show again. Do a save as and save it as a Photoshop file, just for your records, in case you need to go back and change it. Because if you just save a JPEG, you cannot go back and change it. Alright, that's it. Enjoy your colorizing.